This week we are doing a reflection and using storify to curate and reflect information. So of the two of you that have joined me this evening, what is your understanding of what reflection would be, and not in a mirror?
Well, when I think of reflection, it's just kind of looking back on what we've done, like kind of what you learned from it, what you enjoyed or didn't enjoy. That's what I'm kind of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll second that and also add how I can apply what I've learned in my classroom and reflect on that aspect of it also. Because I've learned a lot about new, pieces of technology, and being able to use it in the classroom can really help out. So
those are great definitions. I really don't have anything to add to them. A lot of times reflection is used as a way to induce metacognition, which is thinking about how you're thinking and kind of trying to apply that, so that it kind of stretches over both of yours. How do you use reflection in your classroom?
My students reflect, of course it is first grade, so, but still it's very important that actually here recently my school district has really, shown us the importance of reflecting and how it needs to start early, because you need to kind of reflect on everything that you do. So my students reflect on everything, whether they're making a project or doing group work, they're always doing it. So.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Michelle?
For me, I have my kids keep a journal, and sometimes it might be something as simple as, what do you think about today's lesson, or what do you feel about today's lesson? Do you feel that you understand this concept? How can you apply it? Just having them kind of write down, their thoughts and feelings about the lesson for today. But also, my school is requiring us to have student data binders where the students reflect on all of their testing data, their progress report, their grades in their classes. So they are constantly, reflecting, I think I got this grade because, I studied well, or I didn't study, or I didn't pay attention in class. And along with the reflection piece, they set goals for the next assessment they'll have, or they set goals for the next progress report. So we do a lot of reflecting, I think.
Yeah, but I like that idea. I like how you have them look back at what they did and to prepare, and that's really a great metacognitive skill. Able to think critically about your own stuff and what you've been doing, as well as other people's. So, do you have any technology that you two are using in your classroom whenever you're doing reflections, or is it pencil paper or?
Mostly pencil paper, but I have used Kid Blog before in the computer lab where they go in and, reflect on something that we've learned just typing. But, for them, sometimes it takes them, 30 minutes to type out one sentence, So I just kind of accept whatever, as long as they can tell me what it's supposed to say, I kind of, okay.
Yeah. And for me, like the classroom, the journals, it's mostly pencil paper, but our school just got a Chromebook card that we can check out, and our principal really pushes, like, use them. He wants them in somebody's room every day. So, sometimes we'll do like a quick write on there, and, using different software, you can do like polls. I can poll the class and see things that way.
Good. One thing, especially for you, Madeline, and maybe for you too, Michelle, something that I've seen used a lot in classrooms, especially with the younger kids, is like audio reflections, or the little video. If you have a camera or an iPad or something like that you can set up for the little kids, that they can, hit the record button, say the couple sentences, and then end it. I've seen people using that from even kindergarten on up, having the kids record, like the helper of the day records like the weather and who was in
Oh,
it and all
cute.
of that. And then they had it posted in a secure blog for the parents to log into. But still, then, the kids could say, this is the color of the day, helper, this is what the homework is for tonight, and that kind of stuff. So,
now, I will say we just finished a project-based learning project, PBL, on constructing a rug for a classroom. And when they did their presentations, they did have to reflect on the video. And of course, I wanted to go back and watch it and see it all, and I just thought that was so cool. And of course, some of them are shy, but others will just get up there and talk your ear off. So,
definitely. I know, Michelle, with my older two, or my younger two that are in school, but my older one of that, she's a senior this year, and the teacher for her history class has given her a couple opportunities to do projects any way she wanted. Whether they could type them or do a cartoon or draw a poster or whatever. And I know Leslie has done like a phone interview with herself and done like different voices and things like that to provide the information that the teacher wanted, which, looking at her grades, I don't think she got docked any points, but but that may be also something that the kids would maybe want to do, is record themselves on their phone and submit it to you.
Okay.
I had a third question. I always have a third question. Do you assess reflection? Or just the fact that it's done, or do you have an assessment that you grade the quality of the reflection?
I guess it just depends on what I'm looking for. When they're doing their reflection journals, I always go through and look at what they write, just so that shows me what they're learning. I mean, but I don't have an actual grade per se, because we don't even do grade. We do the SN and whatever. Yeah. So I mean, but now I have to modify that, because whereas one student can just maybe write one sentence, another student might can write 3 paragraphs of reflection. So, I kind of have to modify depending on their needs and stuff like that. But I do assess it as far as I read it and make sure that they're at least getting something.
Yeah.
But I don't have like a grade per se, Yeah.
How about you, Michelle?
Right. For their journals, no, I don't grade them. I guess they get graded on participation. Making sure that they have it, but their reflection is kind of their thing, their feelings, their thoughts, and I don't so much as graded, but I do want them to put some thought into it, not just write something to fill up a half a page because they know I'm looking for a half a page, to put something meaningful into it.
Right.
I understand. That's kind of the process I'd followed with it a lot of the times too. That I would give them specific questions to think about while they were reflecting, and if they don't answer those in some way, shape, or form, I would, dock them points because they weren't participating, as you said. But other than that, it's kind of hard in some ways to really assess strict reflection if it's not on a given topic, because it is kind of personal to the student. Do you have anything about this week's lessons that you are looking at? Have you tried to use the storify?
I have not yet.
I have not.
I usually wait till the last day. But no, I just haven't yet. But I do plan to. I've never heard of it, so I don't know.
It's a good way to curate things, and people are kind of questioning. I've been getting a lot of emails today. People are questioning how it works and why you would use it. So think of it kind of like a web page with a list of resources that students can go down through, and everything you put in there, like a tweet, a web address, anything like that is live. So you click on it, you can go to those things, and it'll take you to them. So it's kind of just like a web page, but it's pretty simple to drag and drop.
Is it kind of like Symbaloo?
No, it's I have examples in the class, like the ones that I've done. But whenever you go to the top over here on the side where you have to do your searching, you have to be able to log into those social media or those sites to be able to get into it. So if you don't have a Twitter account, you may have to sign up for one in order to pull a tweet in for it. And then there's like Getty Pictures, and there's a URL search. There's a Google search and things like that. You just have to kind of hover on the icons. But once you get that down, it's pretty simple. Although I will say that the searches for things that you do, if you already know exactly what you want to use, the searches are sometimes it's better to have the URL and put that in for any type of media versus trying to search through it from there, because their search engine seems to pull things up differently than like a straight Google search does. So, but other than that, I think it's pretty nice for just kind of curating information. I've been doing a lot of it with some Twitter chats for professional development stuff because it pulls them all pretty nicely. But
okay.
Yeah. So I've had a lot of feedback on good on it and a lot of feedback on people that think it's terrible. So
well, I'll let you know what I think when I dive into it. I'll let you know.
All right, I appreciate that.
And
any questions? Go ahead.
Everything's due Friday, right?
Everything's due Friday because I have to grade it and have the grades entered, and then I pick up my next class on Monday.
Okay, I guess that means I'll start my next class Monday too. So.
Yes, you guys will start your next classes Monday as well. What do you have next?
Design, multimedia, no.
Instructional design?
Yeah, instructional.
Oh, Catherine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and this is actually my last class with you, where I get my plus 18, so I can turn that in.
Yay!
As soon as I get my grades, and so I'm excited, and I'll finish up in the fall. So.
Well, congratulations, and both of you feel free to email me anytime, even after you're not in my class. I always like to know how people are doing, and if I can help you, I will.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah. What are you taking next? What are you taking the next piece, Michelle?
Oh, it's 6.4. I think psychology, advanced education psychology.
I think you exchanged for that one, Kavanaugh.
Yeah, that's the name.
They're both good friends of mine. They do STEM stuff with me and department stuff with me. So I've never had them for class, so I'm not going to say anything about that. But I do like working with them. So that's great. Do you have any questions on the technology, Michelle?
No, I am a little bit behind, but I am working. Like I actually took some days off to catch up on my work. Yeah, I've worked 2 jobs, and we're getting at my main job. We're getting ready for our continuous improvement mid-year review, so that's like a big deal. And just a lot of stuff been going on, but I am working to catch up.
Good.
And hopefully
that's
by
good to hear.
Friday.
Well, I have to turn things in by Monday, so you email me and let me know if you need a little bit extra, and I can accommodate you on it. All right.
Okay. All right.
Anything else?
I think that's it. Thank you for letting us come on in tonight.
Oh no problem.
Yes, thank you.
Your dog tonight. Madeline has a huge dog, Michelle. Humongous.
Yeah, that's just one of them. That's just one of them. So
like 150 pounds, 160 pounds probably.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
But yeah. Alrighty then. Well, if you need anything else, let me know, and this will count for our meeting tonight because there's only 2 of you. There's not too much time to share answers. So you guys have a great night.
Thanks. You too.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.